This bridge has been kind of, I don't know how recent it is, but you can, oh boy, this is not straight, you know. This is, let me get a better angle of this. There we go. Well, look at that. I think that is the culvert from yesterday. So that sort of concludes our journey, I think. Let's see if there's maybe other culverts. It'd be kind of ironic that I'm 2 feet away from completing the whole thing. So yeah, that's basically it. That's the log I set on yesterday, and I don't think there's any culverts here. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, we got to go back, but it's been, what, 40, 50 minutes to get here. I didn't have to use the boots in my backpack. You know, I found this walking stick, and it was just enough to kind of hoist me over some puddles and to use it as a third leg of sorts. And I could kind of avoid the wetness and not have to change into these uncomfortable boots. But yeah, this is it. This is where I sat yesterday, and you know, I guess we can sit now. And that's really it. Apart from some of the more annoying road trails, maybe 2-3 miles of them that I'm not going to walk on. You know, road trails. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to walk along the basically freeway. Roads or cars going, you know, 60 miles an hour. I'm not going to walk along that, but that wasn't much of the trail officially. So we did it. I think this is day 26. 26 meaning, yeah, we were out here every day. I think it's like 90 something miles, but again, it's in some places we could do loops early on, but here it's always there and back, meaning it's kind of double. But again, there were some loops. Those were not double. But then again, we also did some loops that were not part of the official trail. Because actually, you know what? No, the loops are not part of the official distance. There's always like a loop, but there's the official trail that is the 93 plus miles. I think we just passed mile marker 93 or some, I don't know, whatever. The point is that it's probably double then, because even with the loops, if you have this, but a loop too, right, that's at least double. Now, minus the few miles where we didn't go, I didn't add this up, right? Because, all right, but we can pretty much say double, you know, and plus we did a bunch of the stuff. I think the day I did the 40,000 plus steps, I didn't actually do much of the Lone Star Trail. It was mostly Huntsville and the biking trails around Huntsville. That's part of the National Forest, even though this is just hiking. But there are some offshoots that were for bicycles near the state park as well. Ironically, you know, the most hiking I did was not on the actual trail, but it was on the state park and bicycle trails. But that adds a bit to it. I mean, like 20 miles. So I would say probably 200 miles. You know, that would make it 200 divided by 26, less than 20, right? Or less than 10, which sounds about right. Well, hold on. Yeah, less than 10. That sounds about right, because there were some short 5-mile trips or 6-mile ones, you know, 3 miles there, back. Some longer ones. So, I would say it's over 200 miles easily, you know, with a couple little extra things in there. So that's pretty much fun. I mean, that is, speaking of which, I'm recording not with the screen recorder, but just the camera. I'm actually going to have to do January steps, you know, because I haven't done that, and that's kind of boring. I'll just put it into this hiking video. We'll do the January steps, and I think it was 13-something thousand, which, given that it was cold and raining and I didn't go hiking for 10 days, I still kept up the average pretty well. And that's great, you know. You know, it's like, oh, 10,000 steps, nice round number, 13,000, 14,000 in December. And again, December was when I started hiking, so that increased it to 14,000, but even with me, yeah, it still was around 13, but we'll get to that. So yeah, that's basically it. I guess the sense of loss of the trail's kind of over. I had that a couple days ago, but now that it's like, yeah, we kind of did it, You know, we got an hour to go back to the car. It's like, no, we have that R ATV or ATV trail, the one with the $25 fee. Maybe that. You know, we can start again. There's some scenic routes that are fun, that are more fun than others. So yeah, this is great. You know, this is a fun little thing to come out to when it's sunny, not too hot. It's probably never too cold, except it's freezing. I don't want to be sliding on the roads, but that's, you know, maybe, you know, 2 days of the year. So yeah, I mean, and again, you know, I'm probably going to have to go and buy some proper boots, you know, that are made for walking and are waterproof entirely. Because like yesterday, it was just a drag to be, you know, taking the boots on and off. I was actually like putting in my Ziploc, or not Ziploc bag, but the black bag I carry it in so it doesn't get mud everywhere. I was just like holding that and then switching it on and off because I can't walk in those very long. So I want to buy some comfortable boots that are waterproof. And yeah, this is fun. I mean, you know, still hear some stupid planes, but better than the leaf blower ones. Again, this is the woodlands, right? I mean, this is what the actual place should be. It should be like, how can we preserve as much of this as possible? And we can have a couple little houses here, and that's fine. But how do we not? No, absolutely no thought to that. Because yes, or Y-ass, Y-A-S-S, yet another shitty suburb. Well, that's what it is, right? So I want to be in a place where I can sit like this, maybe even have a pool, you know, have a, you know, just some small little deck. Again, we talked about small houses. I don't need anything big. You know, just a small house, maybe big pool. And it's calm enough. Again, I hear the planes. Okay, fine. But it's calm enough where I can hear the pine needles. It's not that windy right now, but... or the birds chirping, and it's calm, right? It's not, you don't hear that leaf blower thing where it's like, where is it coming from? This is insane. You know, none of the motorcycles backfiring, the small-dicked people revving up their cars. You know, it's just, ugh. Gradually, I began to hate them, you know? So, and you can hear some cars, okay, fine, whatever. It isn't much more... it isn't that bad, you know, maybe a quieter place too, I don't know, but like, this is good. So anyways, that's it for now. Yeah. All right, so we're quite a far away from Trail 15, which is all the way up here. I thought it would be a scenic route to go through this road, and it really wasn't. But here we are. We're actually closer to back home, but I don't actually know where we are. But let's do the review. You know, so the last, I think this is hike number 26, the last one. I've already given my monologue. I put that in first, I think. But let's go to the map. Shall we? So yesterday we did the other route from 14 all the way down here, and today we started here and we did this and we hit that culvert, which is how the video started, or somewhere over there. And that's basically it. We came back and that's it. So that's really it. That's the anticlimactic end to our Lone Star hiking, and that's kind of it. That's really, we walked there, we walked back. It wasn't too wet, but I did want to promise you to, what is it? Yeah, I don't want to bore with this because it's the same thing. I've already talked about it, already given the monologue. I do want to bore people with the step counter thing that I've done, because that is super exciting as well. So let's do a quick review. Okay, let's get rid of this. Let's do a quick review for all of January. So we'll do that. We focused on the last one, 7 days, 31 days. So the drum roll is 13,854 steps in a month. We had, the best one was over 30,000 when we were hiking. The 40,000 plus was in December, so that was the other month. But, you know, it got cold shortly thereafter, but, you know, I still walked around a little bit, still got that in. You know, me having to use a step meter, not having to, but me using a step counter and then me coming out here, me recording it, I think this is making me do more. You know, it's a kind of accountability thing where even if I'm just talking on a YouTube channel where, you know, 5 people view it, it's like, I don't know, I still end up doing more than I probably would otherwise. So that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, let's compare the whole thing, 12 months. Again, August over here was, you know, the 20,000 plus. That was the goal. I hit it. Okay, so there have been now 3 or 4 emergency trucks coming my way here. And they turned on a road and everything. So it's good that I pulled over because I'm on the side of a road here. And shortly, you know what, let's do it like this. Yeah, that's going to be happening here. So, yeah, it's a big fire truck. We'll see it pass. Yay! Pretty cool, huh? So anyways, that's like the 4th one. I had to pull over on the side of the road in some random place as well. But this is a perfect spot because people can pass me and, you know. But that was 20,000 there. And, you know, last month, you know, we can see the big increase there because I ended up, you know, doing more from November, coming out to the Lone Star Trail finally. But despite the fact that there were 10 days where I just didn't come out, you know, it was too cold. I was worried about the ice on the road mainly. There's a little trace amounts or pipe breaks, and then, you know, so I was like, okay, no. And then it got too wet. It still is a little bit wet, but again, we brought the boots. But, you know, I've done pretty well in January, you know. That's number 5 at least. I wonder if it's a fire truck or an ambulance this time. Hold on. Let's make it bigger so we can see the truck in its full glory. It is another fire truck. I don't know what's going on here. But they moved on to, there was an ambulance. Now this is the second fire truck we're seeing. There was another fire truck before. There was one coming behind us that turned. But that's basically it. That's a lot of fire. So who knows? But that's basically it. I've been pretty happy with January. You know, it's just going to be with February. You know, it's still going to be cold enough to be hiking without having to, you know. So I just want to know, can I continue doing this? Am I going to redo this trek? Because I really don't want to be like, well, it's over. And then, because this has been a good thing. This has been a really good thing where I come out when I have the free time and the temperature is good and it's not too wet. It's been really good, you know. And 2 U-Haul trucks right there. Identical U-Haul trucks. Glitch in the Matrix. Well, I can't do it. Oh, hold on. Off on the distance, I guess if you super zoom in, but I can't zoom in with this. So. Anyways, that's interesting, I guess. Two of the same U-Haul trucks. It even has the same kind of decoration on this. I don't care. It's snow. But anyways, I don't know where I am, so I'll type it into the GPS, but it's like, I've never been here. I thought it'd be a scenic country road or a forest road. It was like dirty on both sides. You had like garbage everywhere. It was like, ugh. And it never got better, you know. This is some highway or something. I don't know. But anyways, that's kind of it. It's been fun, and yeah, that's it. Alright, so we're back to the same place. We kind of finished the trail, but I'm like, yeah, we'll just add this to the last video because I still haven't put that up. But really, there's not much to talk about. It's fun to come out here. I would say this is not the most scenic. There's also a couple louder roads, including where we are. You can kind of hear that. There's some industrial stuff here, as you can see here. You can kind of hear that. So definitely this is not the most scenic part or the most pleasant part of the trail. But because of the rains, I knew that there wasn't because we did the same thing yesterday. I knew that there wasn't any kind of massive water obstacles, so I didn't even bother bringing the boots, you know, because I knew yesterday I didn't have to use them and I could just kind of hop over a couple wet spots. So I went a little further back, but that's basically it. I mean, I started here, went all the way down on this trail, hit the little marshy area. Although right here, the actual trail is high above the pond on both sides. It's more of a swampy marsh. I went a little further and then basically came back. So almost an hour there and back, sat around a little bit. That's it. I wish I could talk more, but that's it. I just came right. You know, it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'll probably won't be coming out here because I don't want to be rained on. I have some errands to do. I'll figure that out as well. And, yeah, that's kind of it. I might start going back to, you know, the first trails and just seeing what the condition is there. I don't know, I might buy some, what do you call it? Some better boots, maybe. I don't know. I do want to have some boots on hand that are easy to use and comfortable, but whatever. So I might actually look into that tomorrow. Have to buy some shorts as well, because we've discussed that. These are just falling apart. I can't seem to find the same one again. So anyways, that's basically it. Nothing new, nothing that interesting. And yeah, that's it.